Alright, what's up? It's been a while since I've traded. Properly. I've had that bad moment, but it is what it is. Time is 2:25 and the date is Friday, 12th September. The reason I don't really mind is because we have news at 3 p.m, so I still have a lot of time to analyze the market. So I won't be trading until after this news comes out. Anyway, I was marking out all-time high and so we turn that off for now. Strongly bullish. We're definitely going to go push higher above all-time high. Weekly bullish. I've been saying this for almost how many days since last week. I wanted us to tap back into this fair value gap, but maybe after we sweep that high, we'll come back down. But for now, this is the target I'm targeting in terms of daily. We're disrespecting bearish fair value gaps whilst respecting bullish fair value gaps. Technically disrespected it as well, but we did push higher from it, so disrespecting bearish and bullish, but looking like we're going to take out this high during pre-market, not even pre-market, market open. And then 4 hours where you can see we're respecting the 4 hour. Damn, we've just been moving sideways for since Thursday, 3 p.m. We've just been moving sideways. Great price action. Anyway, we have this 4 hour fair value gap down here. That price could come, sweep this out, and then target the all-time highs. Bring that back for now. Target all-time highs. But I feel like we might take all-time high and then go lower. This was yesterday's news low. And anything else on the 4 hour? Respected this 4 hour with news and then pumped. But I'm still bullish. We could mark out this 4 hour gap over here. Oh yeah, I did change my chart colors. I saw one person's online and I liked it, so I was like, why not just use that? His name's, I think, PB Blake. If you want it, it's on his Instagram, TikTok, whatever. You can copy his chart colors. But honestly, I'd want price to come take out this low. And hourly, we have this hourly fair value gap that's been respected. We also have this one that's even lower. Technically it's got respected with this news candle, but we're moving sideways. We could either, we did sweep out the highs just now. Did sweep out these highs. Right. Liquidity sweep. Did sweep out these hourly highs during pre-market, so we could be coming lower to target this, but overall my bias is bullish. Bias is bullish. In terms of London, Asia, Asia low got taken, London low still, London low is still in play. London low, both London high and Asia high got taken already, so clean liquidity sweep. Could be looking for reversals of this, but with all-time high being up here. Wait a second, if you go on the this was Thursday 11th at 2050. Thursday 11th. This was previous all-time high, wasn't it? This was previous all-time high, so that was an S&T where this got swept. But previous all-time high was this high over here, I think. It was even lower. Daily. This was previous all-time high up here. No, that was July. Oh, ES is one that swapped all-time highs, whilst NQ was lagging. Anyway, weekly on ES, bullish. We still have this, as I say all the time, weekly fair value gap. Still bullish though. We're creating high highs, high lows, high highs, high lows, high high. Could be creating a high low soon. Regardless, we're respecting bullish fair value gaps, disrespecting bearish fair value gaps over here. Clear uptrend. 4 hour. We have this 4 hour fair value gap right here. We've got 4 hour fair value gap and equal lows with data lows. So I would want to see something come off that. We have these equal lows over here. Equal lows and possible SMT where 6 o'clock high got taken. And over here 6 o'clock high didn't get taken, so that's an SMT. We have SMT, we could be targeting those London lows right now, or we could even get an SMT with all-time highs. Regardless, we could be looking for shorts, but for now, bias, I do want to see it come lower, honestly. If you come on the 4 hour, we are respecting this fair value gap, but we have this other fair value gap down here that we could be coming towards with these data lows and equal lows, making it more of a strong drawn liquidity. In terms of London low, Asia already got taken, same as the other one. This is just the orange lines is just equal lows and equal highs. London low, bingo. Asia high didn't get taken, but on the other one, Asia high did, so Asia high. So that's another SMT with Asia high. Asia high was at 645. 645, yeah. Go to this. This. Create an SMT with Asia high. Making more of a I mean, this could have been my entry right here. I still could enter right there. Invest. Short right there. Stops there. Targeting London lows. Or even this fair value gap. All these equal and data lows all the way down here. With all this trend liquidity, honestly, this trade is looking good. And what was I going to see on the 1 minute? High, low, high, high. That's another SMT right there. It's just another bearish SMT. 2 minute, 3 minute, 4 minute. What is it? Yes. I think that is a good trade to take. So come on the 5 minutes. So
order filled.
Add another 2 contracts.
Order filled.
Move my low stops to that low. One second. Stops is there. Entry is right here. Just off that candle. Stops is there, and then break even point. I am targeting all the way down here to London lows. I have all that liquidity build up. My break even point would be go break even once we hit right here. So we hit that, I'll go break even. I'd rather go break even right here once we hit that. Once we hit that, I'll go break even. Not 15 minute. Yep, we hit it. So we go break even now. So, and now we're just gonna watch it. Watch it drop. 1 second. So confused, it was the 1 o'clock low. 1:30, 1 o'clock. It was that low. We could just sit here and watch it now. I feel like this would be a trade for the day. I haven't even put a take profit. Or I can move my take profit there, as I'm only targeting 3. Actually, no. How much do I need? So to pass this, I have to make. How much does I have to make? Doesn't say. Oh, 9k. So I can make 4.5 in 1. I'll just leave my take profit there. We hit break even, we hit break even. Let's mark out why I entered. It was this 5 minute inverse. looking like we might hit a little break even. And is it break even? Oh my days, we came so close to hitting break even. 1 second, I need to see how this looks compared to NQ. On pair. Wait, is it the right? It's the right one, but I don't know why things is like that. I'm still in. I'm in for now. The lower time frames, what do we have? Pretty much nothing. NQ is dropping, ES is kind of trailing. It's still in on ES. Like you feel like it's gonna be break even. ES is falling and falling hard. News hasn't hit yet, so it's a bit of a risky one. I do feel like we're going to hit break even. This is where I want us to see continuation. Drop into the downside. Let's mark. Maybe not want to mark it. Let's just mark out this. And we're going to hit break even. Over here you can see Asia high hasn't been taken over here, but on NQ it hasn't, and it just dumped.
Order filled.
Hit break even. See if there's a possible entry also. Forming over here. Let's go with this. Go with that. We invest this 4 minute over here. And take the low. I could look for re-entry. With a tire stop. See on the hourly what price is doing. Price hasn't swept. It's just a clean sweep on NQ. If I do re-enter, that's where my break-even point's going to be.
Order filled.
Took it. stop is going to be over there, and it'll be a quick break even. Reverse this fair value gap as well. So let's come back on that. 1 minute. Anything on the 1 minute, 2 minute. We have this 2 minute fair value gap which is currently being respected. Let's come over here on the 2 minute. Mark out the 2 minute fair value gap. Could make my stop loss tighter at this high. This price shouldn't want to come past that, and if it comes past that, then the trade will be invalidated. But for now, we're respecting this bearish fair value gap. And I just want us to have a close, or even just a hit. Stock might get proven wrong. Well, at least I de-risked on the trade.
Order filled.
Yep, hit stop loss. Down only 600, so alright. I mean, now I'm just gonna wait for news to hit. My bias is still bearish. We have all of this liquidity build up over here. With all this liquidity build up. I want to see get taken. I'm just going to see if news does anything. I've got 10 minutes until news, so I don't mind waiting. The fact that we had this SMT and this SMT after this massive liquidity sweep, it was a good entry position. NQ is looking quite good for shorts. I'm going to invest this 1 minute. Invest that 1 minute. We are inside equilibrium, even of this range. We did come back into equilibrium of that range. We have a strong close here, and we have to take the trade on NQ. Depends on how strong we close here on NQ.
Order filled.
Okay. Oh, I'm risking quite a bit on this. NQ entered short. Right there. Stops at the high. My break-even point should be this low. Should put my stops to this high right here. If we lose this trade, then I'm out. That's going to be my break-even point. I'll try and make this my break-even point. Should make this my break-even point. 250 low. And I think I'm going to get stopped out here. Unless we somehow dump all the way to break-even point. Once that happens, I'm off the day. Yes, 5 minute. Had a nice, this candle closes another 19 seconds. If we can hold for another 19 seconds, then it will be good. Because we had this, we're delivering from a bearish fair value gap right here. Nice. That's a nice stop loss. So if you get stopped out, then I'm perfectly fine with that.
Order filled.
Yeah, 1.6 loss on the day, and I locked myself out. 1.6 loss, break even on one, and then lost on the other. I'll come back into that break even, not that equilibrium range. I mean, I already locked myself out, so price is bearish, strongly bearish. I mean, yes, we have all-time high up here, all-time highs up there, but we have all of this liquidity building up over here. Now I want to see get taken before anything. Looking like it's pushing up to those Asia highs. Yeah, it's going to take out those Asia highs and get rid of this S&T. If I was in for a 1-to-1, I would have been take profit already. Asia high just got taken. High, low, high, high. And that could be an S&T. But my bias still remains bearish. I do anticipate for it to go lower. Regardless, I'm going to get my trade day recap and trade journal done. That's crazy. I'm done before even I said I was going to wait for news to put. News was going to hit. And I'm down 1.6 and done for the day. Anyway, let's get this trade recap done. 1 second. Alright, time is 4:38, still same date. Alright, let's get into this. I was trading ES and NQ. The account was eval, it was the new 150k one, and bias was bearish, but I was bullish. Confluences we had was clean candle structure. Actually, we didn't have clean candle structure really. We had a liquidity sweep. ES, we didn't have a liquidity sweep either. I mean, we can class this a liquidity sweep, but I'm not going to count it. 1 second, so we did have, that was clean candle structure, multi-time frame back in. It was an IFVG and an S&T. The date was September 12th. 2025, there was a loss of a total of 1,682.30, and I rounded it to 1 to 4 restore because that was the average between the three trades I took. So trade 1 was this. Market opened at 2:30. We created an S&T with Asia highs, and then we had all this trendline liquidity down here and London low all the way down here, which I was targeting. We had this 5-minute IFVG over here that got disrespected, entered off the disrespect. We had an SMT here and another SMT formed over here, and then what did we do? We entered on the candle close, stops at the high, and TP was down here, break even was over here. It was on the 15-minute. There was a 15-minute low. I put on that, and price came down, tapped that 15-minute target when it stops to break even, and we came back, hit break even. But I did end up re-entering on the trade for some reason. I guess I was just married to the trade and the bias and the trade idea. Mistake on my part, and then for some reason I decided to enter again, but on NQ this time, where we had a 5-minute fair value gap over here. This was a 5-minute fair value gap, I believe, and then we were respecting it. We created a 2-minute inversion over here, entered off the close of the inversion, stops at the high, and we ended up getting stopped out immediately, losing another $1,025. We'll get to this, or should I just, we'll read this, and I'll show you this after. Psychology during the trade and trade recap, I'll give it a 3 out of 10. Today I came to the market with a bullish bias, while still being aware that price could drop lower to run trendline liquidity. So my bias was bullish, but this was still a possibility of getting taken out. I had noted that 3 o'clock news was scheduled, and I told myself I'd wait until after a release before entering any position. Unfortunately, I broke the plan. My bias was bullish, but I think I may have been subconsciously influenced by watching videos of other strategies. I noticed myself trying to incorporate execution elements that aren't part of my own system. Specifically, this new style is about entering off the inverse of the highest time frame fair value gap, 1 to 5 minute, without waiting for a retracement. My system normally requires a confirmation and patience, so the 5-minute POI and then a 1 minute retrace into there, and a new 1 minute proof of continuation. But I think I was drawn to this faster entry method because my usual execution has felt less viable lately. So this month I haven't seen a good entry happen from my my strategy entry, or my strategy overall. It will come so close to the entry, but it wouldn't give me the entry. The first trade I took was too early. It was during New York Open manipulation. I managed to position decently and ended up at break even, which wasn't bad, but instead of moving on, I stayed married to the idea and re-entered, which led to a $687 and $30 loss. That wasn't enough though. I forced sell on NQ, which I now clearly see was a bad trade, and I lost another $1,025. Thankfully, I locked myself out before things spiraled further. Looking back, I don't feel too mad about entering before news, because the best trade of the day actually set up before 3 o'clock. The real frustration was I missed it. During London session, price tapped into a 1 hour fair value gap. The London low, which I was targeting, ended up proving it was a protected low, and price began trading higher from there, forming high highs and high lows. At New York Open, we tapped into a 15-minute fair value gap and order block, and an S&T was formed on the low with NQ. That was the trade setting up on a higher time frame. Then there was a clean 2-minute fair value gap entry, and if I had taken the inverse of the 2-minute fair value gap, I could have targeted Asia highs, which was also eco highs, and had a major liquidity pool with all-time highs resting above. That sale would have been finished within 8 minutes before the 3 o'clock news, and it was a textbook high probability trade. Instead, I got caught in bad shorts, distracted by S&T at the highs, IFVG, and my own stubbornness. Overall, today wasn't about knowing the bias, it was about execution discipline. I knew what I should have done, but I let bias, blindness, external influences, and impatience override my rules. The positive takeaway is that I managed the risk. I didn't lose I didn't let losses spiral further. I can see exactly where the A plus trade was, and this is where it was. So this was New York Open, that red line. We had equal highs and Asia highs. For some reason I didn't want to consider seeing these equal highs at the time because I was married to the sell-off to these London lows. But what did we have? We had equal highs, Asia highs and all-time highs. So that was just a textbook bullish day. It should have been nothing but buys. So this is on the 5-minute time frame, but on the 15-minute time frame, this green box is a fair value gap, and we had this order block. I mean, you can see on the 5-minute, but it was 15-minute, just one candle order block. We tapped into over here, and this over here was the hourly fair value gap, which I explained earlier. Tapped into it and just continued pushing higher. And then on the lower time frame, this would have been an entry. You can see here, order block, fair value gap, order block, fair value gap. This is on 2-minute. We had the equal highs, Asia highs, and all-time highs resting above. So we had price tap in at first, and then a big push out of there. Came back down again into the order block and fair value gap. We created a 2-minute fair value gap. We inversed it on this candle. If I'd entered off this candle, break even at that high over here, I would have been out in 8 minutes, hitting straight full take profit. And this was a 1 to 2 risk to reward, so it would have been a perfect trade, honestly. Set up, giving it a C, and that's pretty much it. This was the ES sales that I was taking, and then NQ sales. This, you can see price came down. This was the sell-off, and then this was just a high time frame retracing back into a high time frame POI, and this was the move, the buys back up, and I won't be surprised if we hit all-time highs, but ideally I should have seen this as equal highs instantly, and if I had seen it and acknowledged it, 100% I wouldn't have taken nothing but buys today. Anyway, we live and we learn, and yeah, that's me done for today. Any questions, leave it for me in the comments. And oh yeah, P&L. Go to that. See, price came close to all-time highs and then came back down. So sometimes it's just better to take your profits at the highs that you want. Anyway, we are locked out. P&L 1.6 down, and I have another 2.8 before the accounts blown. You can see here, first trade break even, second trade loss, third trade loss. Anyway, that is me done for today. For some reason I have a risk to a win rate of 50%, but due to that break even trade. And yeah, that's me done for today. I'll be back Monday. Actually, I might do some Saturday and Sunday back testing with the new entry. And yeah, that's me done for today, and I'll catch you guys Monday. Peace.